COVID-19 is a pandemic. And the one thing we know from history about pandemics is that they expose the fissures, the breakages, the inequalities in our society. Before the pandemic, 700 people were dying a day from poverty. We did not call that an emergency. And now in the middle of this pandemic, all of those things we didn't fix are making us more vulnerable. Great Depression came when? After a major pandemic. And it came during the time of greed, in terms of the Gilded Age. And there needed to be a restructuring of society. I often get a lot of inspiration from Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and he had people like Brother Wallace. And the legacy of Brother Wallace is saying that to us today.
We have to design programs with a New Deal mentality, programs that will directly subsidize people's lives who are being damaged so severely. One of the things we're seeing most painfully in the current crisis is the terribly disproportionate impact on African American communities. It is incredibly important to address not just the current health crisis, the economic crisis, but the underlying issues, and chief among those is the institutional racism that pervades every factor of our economy and our health system and our society.
Until we address all of it, systemic racism, systemic poverty, ecological devastation, the war economy, militarism, and the false moral narrative of religious nationalism, then we have not truly had a revolution.
I'm so proud and honored this year to announce the Henry A. Wallace Award to the Poor People's Campaign for the extraordinary work they are doing to bring attention to the needs of poor people and working people around the country as we face this immense crisis. Reverend William Barber and Reverend Liz Theo Harris, and the supporters of their work at the Kairos Center and at Repairers of the Breach.
The Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival, is a campaign, it's a movement. We're a movement that believes in direct action, but also delivering policy. We've written a budget to challenge the lies. Right now, we are preparing for June 20th, 2020, the mass Poor People's Assembly and Moral March on Washington. People said, we have to go. So then we said, well, how can we go? And we said, we go digital. We use the tools that are available to us. We need everybody to go to www.poorpeoplescampaign.org and sign up and spread it to other people. We need thousands and thousands and thousands of people to show up online for June 20th, so that when the media comes online and others see it, they can see that there is this movement.